In this lesson we'll cover the floors by picking points. In the previous lessons we've covered the floor by room and floor by perimeter. With floor by picking points, I find it easier to separate my quantities by putting a concrete slab into the living area and the garage area and the porch area, etc. Now if I go and select my my floors by picking points, then I'll go and grab the floor out of the catalogue. What I'm able to do is it will snap when I move my mouse over that external corner. Can you see it changes from that image to the endpoint image? I can then pick that point and then I can roll in, and now I can go around the outside of the building and pick those external corners. I couldn't do that previously with my floor by perimeter because the perimeter selects the core of the wall, so therefore puts it at this point here, which is the outside corner of the stud or the plates, and I want to take it over all brickwork, so I'm basically having to use the perimeter option or picking point options. What I've got to do now is, as I move my way around the building, I want to actually snap it to a point here where there's nothing to snap to, because this area over here is the garage and this area here is the living area. So if you just pick a point approximately where you want it and then just come down and continue picking internally, so you've got these internal points, I'll come back and show you how to tidy that up in a moment. So I'll just work my way through the building, and I want to sort of grab that point there. And exactly the same here, I don't have a point on that internal point of the wall, so if I just pick a point away from it and then carry on with grabbing the external points, I'll show you again in a moment how to fix that up, and just work your way around the building. You can see how it's sort of working, and this should be my last point. So if I pick that one there, right click and go finish, that gives me the surface in there for the concrete slab, working my way around the building. Now to fix this point up here where I didn't have a point to snap to, what I tend to use then is my line. So under Tools, Layout, Line, or you can pick the line from your toolbar if you have it out. So I'm going to grab that there. That will snap to the internal point of my garage wall. Just turning the line on, that's all it's asking me to do. And then if I draw it up, see how it's just following me up? So if I just drag my mouse up in the direction I want the line to go, let my mouse go and watch the commander down the bottom where it's got distance, I'm going to type in there 220 and then hit enter. Right click and finish. That gives me a little line in there with this endpoint that I can now grab this surface. So I'm touching the surface, move my mouse over that blue point, hold it down, and then move it back over to that line and it'll snap to it. So the other point I've got to finish off is this one down here. So I do exactly the same thing. I want to draw a line, and I want to come from that outside point now, drag up 220, enter, right click and finish, grab the concrete slab and move it over to that point. Now the slab is following the outside of the building how I want it to go. Now I've got to go and draw in my garage slab, so I'll do exactly the same thing. I'll come up to my floor by picking points, and I want the garage. Now I can go and snap to that point, just roll in. I've got that point's already there because there's a slab there now, and there, and just work my way around. And come up to here, right click and finish, and that's my floor. So if I just go File, Save. Now basically if I want to have a look at that, I can go into my view filter and I can just turn the walls off, leaving the floors turned on, hit OK, and as you can see there's my concrete for my garage, the concrete for the living area. The ones that are greyed out on the inside are the carpet and floor tiles that are now on the other location called ground floor floor cover. Now if I want to manipulate that further, I can then turn off the carpet and the tiles by again using the view filter. So if I go into the view filter, up under all locations, untick that, select the ground floor cover and go display none. Now what that does is turns off everything but the floor that is on the current location. So what I could do now, just to get that floor away, I can now create another location if I want to and call it the slab layout. So the slab layout, I've given a number of 150. The floor level is 300, exactly the same as the ground floor. So if once I've created that, I can then come and select the two lots of floors, the garage and the living area, right click, duplicate to locations, select the slab layout, hit OK, and then delete the ones on the ground floor. It's still, I haven't lost my slab, I've just moved it to another location. That way I can go and dimension it and create a slab layout. So now if I go view filter, display all, hit OK, there's my house back. If I go and have a look at that in 3D, I should have you can see the concrete in the garage, you can see the living area floor tiles and the carpet in the other rooms. Thank you, that's all for this lesson.